Hey everyone, in this video we'll be covering flipping disaster into serendipity, which is basically luck and fortune with the demon Orias. This is a very intense sort of topic because some people can't think of how to resolve disaster, cataclysm, catastrophe. Um, the next level to that would be Armageddon or apocalypse, but those are very intense personal experiences where you feel life. Disaster is when something huge happens personally, like a small car wreck, but it's not too bad. Catastrophe would be a larger car wreck where you have to like exchange insurance and there's a lot of elements involved. And cataclysm would be possibly injury in that same car wreck where everything just messed up and possibly even the car is just totaled. And yeah, there's different levels of that, but flipping these negative situations into serendipity, which is basically luck happening sort of unexpectedly, randomly in your life. That's a really big power, and people tend to do this for others if they have the mindset, or they tend to do it after they've gone through really horrible situations. They just need the mental stability, and Orias, the demon, can help here, and he can help bring your mind and emotional state back to balance and full stability after whatever happened, and guide your thoughts to change and flip all catastrophe, disaster, and life cataclysms into deeply positive situations, basically the mindset to think positively. It guides you into moments where everything just somehow, some way turns out better than fine, pretty much like alright, or in rare cases it's based on personal karma, personal energy. Things turn out exceptionally better, like great. Like you literally, I don't know, somehow get more money after a car accident, or you think you're gonna get laid off and you can't believe that's happening, and you might get reduced hours at work, or it might be a work review and somehow you get promotion, or somehow it's like the bad people at work disappear, or something like that, where you can't believe how good it got. And then he can cause you to see immense positive in all the negative and destructive situations. Like let's say somebody blows up at work and you think they're going to take you down, and you're just kind of hoping nothing bad happens from that because you can't believe that person just mentioned you or called out people that are related to you, or even a family argument or whatever. And then he can guide you to understand how everything comes together after all the bad stuff has passed. Basically, like flipping everything into a kind of a positive situation, like a disaster that becomes a blessing, kind of like that. Disaster which becomes sort of serendipity or like luck and fortune. Nothing will be truly negative or bad once everything is understood, fully understood, and you have a lifted emotional state in better conditions than before. All the negativity has struck the calamities. And that's just a really big power because people don't think like that. But for my ritual clients, I tend to do that as an addition, just aim it at their life so that, let's say, lowered hours during the season, which they can't afford a lower paycheck, but it happens every year almost. And that's just how it is. But that's what Orias can help with, where you see it as almost a disaster where you are suddenly scared of like unexpected bills and stuff, and you don't want to use a credit card. And it's like everything just feels nasty, and you want to flip that sort of negative situation to be positive. And the sort of tangent power here is to deliver, grant you incredible insight during moments of challenging, whatever, strain or intense catastrophe that you will. When the situation is kind of so grand, so intense, like let's say when you are a child or when you are living at home as an adult, living with your parents, and they said, "Oh, we need to move to another state," and you're just like, "I have work here, I have school here," and then you realize that's basically a cataclysm. Like I have to move work and school just to like that's insane. That's impossible. And afterward you just realize that they have their own issues and you have to just deal with it, or whatever else. Like you just want to switch cars and you can't afford to have your car go down, like with accident or like just break on you, and it's like a disaster for you because you didn't plan for any type of car change, but you knew you needed a new car or a different car, whatever. And but the tangent power here sort of guides you and others to think positively and sort of reason out how you can fix that situation beyond the potential catastrophe. So this works before, during, and after the tangent power of whatever the negative thing is. It might just be an idea, it might be an actual thing where the car breaks down and you just need to bring it to a mechanic. Might guide you to a better mechanic, better situation for a car in general, or somebody who needs to sell their car and you just kind of buy it, or whatever has to be the case. These are really powerful situations, and sort of fixing it to the spirits, like things just work out somehow. Two other spirits, the Qliphothic aspect, the fallen angel aspect of Hariel, the angel, and Sharon, the Greek spirit, can help in other ways for catastrophes and other sort of negative situations where you've gone through the intense negativity and strain, but you experience luck and fortune for a time where, you don't know, somebody takes you to a theme park, and that literally just makes your week, your month almost, because you haven't gone in a long time since you were a kid, and that just helps you, and it lifts your mental and emotional lives states in general, but it lifts your sort of well-being to fully embrace and feel appreciation for all the good that has come and will come into your life, and just everything as a whole. And Sharon here can bring you to see those who are enables those who are negative around you or are remotely unbalanced, and we all have kind of those people in various amounts in our lives. Who are mildly unbalanced and negative, and these are basically almost enemies or negative energy people, and they're guided away from your life, and it shifts their energy to no longer affect the people around you, anything you care about, because they can still throw their thoughts and negativity, and then guides them to understand whatever their lessons are from their cataclysms, because we're talking about people who have their own cataclysms where they're just negative because they think that life is going to just fall apart or something, whatever. It's just a feeling something happened or whatever, fights, and their negativity is contained and sort of flipped so that it doesn't affect others anymore, especially people that you care about, and innocent people are kind of saved from that. But this is a really interesting power. Lilahel, fallen angel aspect and the regular aspect, and a few other spirits, including Morpheus, Morpheus, the Greek spirit, can help flip neutral situations that are just like weird. Could be a potential disaster, but it just doesn't like work out. But he can flip the situation to be immensely positive, which could be kind of connected to luck and fortune. But this is a really interesting thing because people don't think about changing sort of disaster to fortune like that, and that's why Orias and all these other spirits, Hariel and Charon, are really powerful. And if you want to learn about these spirits, especially the demons, please check out the links below. And yeah, this has been about flipping disaster into serendipity with the demon Orias, Hariel, Charon, and as always, please have the spirits guide you to where you need to be. Thank you.